everybody. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Julia Keefe, and you are watching Auntie Julia's Music School. I wanted to share some of my musical practices with you, go over melody and harmony and rhythm, learn some basics of singing and warming up. I just wanted to give a nice, healthy overview of music and just share some of the fun that I have with music with you. So thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit subscribe, and I look forward to learning with you all. Thanks. All right, so one thing that I would like for us to practice is actually something that you are doing right now. You do it every day, you do it awake, you do it while you're asleep, and that is breathing. But Julia, why do I have to practice breathing? I mean, like you said, I do it all the time. No matter what instrument you play, I mean, the way that you breathe really influences how you play, how you carry your body, and how you approach the music. So the first thing that I want you to do is, I want you to take your hand. You're gonna take your thumb. You're gonna stick it in your belly button. And then, leaving your thumb there in your belly button, you're gonna drop your hand down. So your hand is gonna be on the lower part of your abdomen. And what I would like for us to do with your hand on the lower part of your abdomen is to breathe in, but instead of breathing into like your chest and having your chest expand, I want you to imagine that there is a balloon down there at the bottom of your abdomen, the bottom of your belly, and your hand is cupping that balloon. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna breathe in and we're going to fill up that balloon. So our hand and our belly is gonna expand outward. So hand, belly button, hand down. Now, we're gonna breathe in, fill that balloon, and then we're just gonna slowly hiss it out. Very slowly, see how long you can make that hiss last, okay? Ready? Breathe in, filling up the balloon, and hiss. It might take a long time for you to hiss out all of that air. It might only take a little bit amount of time. And if you've never breathed like this before, if you've never breathed into or breathe so that your belly expands as opposed to your chest and your shoulders rising up, it might be a little difficult to get enough air to sustain a really long hiss. And that's totally fine. You wanna practice this breath a couple of times. One of the things that we're doing, I'm gonna describe some of the biology of it all, is that you have this muscle in your abdomen, and it's called your diaphragm. So the diaphragm, it is a muscle, and it separates your lower abdomen from your chest cavity. And when your diaphragm is engaged, it pushes downward like this. And then as it relaxes, it goes back up. So as your diaphragm is engaged and your air is pushing, you're inhaling and it goes down into your abdomen, you're everything else expands outward, everything else gets pushed outward. And then as you exhale, everything comes back into that stationary, neutral position. And one of the reasons why we breathe this way, we breathe using our diaphragm, is that it helps our lungs expand nice down deep. You get a lot of space, extra space, when you use that diaphragm, and you get a nice big deep breath. But then also, because you have this muscle that's engaged and you're slowly exhaling, you're able to have a little bit more control over how much breath you're letting out, how long you can sustain that breath. We call that breath control. We're gonna do that inhalation a couple more times, just so you can feel this sensation of breathing using your diaphragm. So again, hand, belly button, Drop it down low on your low abdomen. We're gonna breathe in, and then we're gonna hiss it out. Ready? Breathe in. Hiss it out. Keep hissing, and once you get to the end of that breath, I want you to, like a rubber band that rebounds right back up and you fill up that balloon again. Go to the very end of your breath, and as soon as you're all out, rebound, breathe in again. You just learned how to breathe diaphragmatically. This is good news. If you're still feeling a little funky about how to breathe so that your belly is expanding and your lungs and your shoulders aren't rising up, try this laying down. So lay down on your back. You're just laying back there and just watch and see what your breath is doing. Are your lungs expanding and going like this? Or is your belly rising and lowering, rising and lowering as you're breathing in and out? It's easier for you to sort of see and feel that sensation of the belly protruding outward and then coming back inward when you're lying on your back. And that is how you breathe diaphragmatically.